jab cancel like that, you're pretty much good. This makes it really hard for your opponent to try to figure out when to drop their shield or when to drop their shield, when to counter attack, and when to try to do an evasive maneuver. So with that, you pretty much have your opponent on lock. So that is really fucking good. That's a useful tool. So pretty much with Olimar, he can't do shit. This probably works in general with like everyone, cause I think the average for sidestep and rolls, you're open for 2 frames. So in that case, you have to be really good. Like practice your auto cancels. Auto cancels to jab. Practice this. I wouldn't recommend doing anything else except this. And don't fare high like that, because you need time to auto cancel it properly. Like for the hitbox to hit right on the person, especially like character like Olimar, Meta Knight, small characters. That way you can all do that and then pretty much shut down any try to counter attack they do. Like I said, Olimar, Meta Knight, Kirby, they can't do shit. You auto cancel this properly, they can't do nothing. They can't roll, they can't sidestep, they're stuck. They're literally stuck. The only way they can get past it with a evasive maneuver is if they're only open for 1 frame. And last I checked, just about everybody, the least that they're open for is 2 frames. And Pch Jack closes that window, so they can't do shit. So yeah, that's pretty much how you Olimar just gets it the worst because, like I said, his sidestep, he's open for 4. There's a lot of characters that can close up that gap, even with their jab. Like 4 frames. Like Marth, if Marth senses somebody's like Olimar, if you're gonna sidestep a lot, especially after he fares, he can auto cancel a fair properly, and he can probably dance and blade. For Marth dance and blade at the first part is 4 frames. So he can hit Olimar out of it at the start for pressure. I think Marth down tilt is 4 frames maybe. So he can probably down tilt him if he sounds like he's gonna be there. Especially you got somebody locked in the corner with Marth, and you know for a fact they don't want to roll. If you roll, Marth will do like space of fair and then down tilt pressure or whatever. But yeah. So yeah, just like practice it. So Olimar just gets the word because of his sidestep. But pretty much everybody is 2 frames before they open. So practice your auto cancel fairs. Peach is down there. Last time I checked, if you auto cancel her down there, it's also 0 on block. So if you auto cancel it properly, it's 0, and you can easily go into a jab. So you do that on shield, it's a jab. You don't gotta worry about them trying to roll out, trying to sidestep, grabbing you, punishing you. You're good. You can just do that, jab. Peach's back air, it's 0. I think if you hit with the strong hitbox, is it as strong as the weak one? I forgot. But if you auto cancel it properly, it'll be 0. The thing is though, if you do that and turn around jab, the jab will come out on frame 3 because the turnaround animation, you can cancel it on the first frame. So if you buffer or turn around jab, it's not going to be 2 frames, it's going to be 3. So Olimar can actually get away from you. Or any character can get away from you because you're not closing that 2 frame window. Olimar though, he cannot sidestep this. Whoops. Oh my god, that sucked. Why not do it? Yeah. You space that Olimar shield, you can't sidestep it, like I said, it's that 3 frame turtle, he's over for 4. He can't roll out the way though. He can, or any character engine, he can roll. But Olimar, he can't sidestep that. But this is just really good for pressure. I'm pretty sure I explained this in my other tutorial. Like, make yourself safe. I see like some Peach players, they'll do this and then they'll roll, back there, roll, sidestep, or even like bounce pass or whatever. It's not really good. You're giving up pressure. So just back there, turn around, jab. This controls a piece of shit. This one is. Oh my god, this control sucks. But yeah, turn around, back air, jab. Like once you land with the back air, just tap the stick forward. You see how Peach turns right away? Like buffer it right before you touch the floor, and you pretty much get that. So it's a way to pretty much you're safe. Unless somebody has like a 3 frame option out the shield, they can't punish you. Well, an option that's under 3 frames. And a lot of characters don't have that. So they can't really push a button, they have to respect you. You can do that. If they're trying to grab you and whatever, they don't know their frames. They don't know that they're not safe, and you get punished. You get punished off of that. So what they can do, most likely they can roll. They can roll and sidestep depending. Olimar can sidestep that for this one. They can do that. But yeah, that's pretty much like Olimar simple. So that's how you pretty much shut them down. Hold on, let me screen. Can you put 1 second? Yeah, that's pretty much how you shut down Olimar up close. Like I said, when you get him to respect you and he's in his shield, that's when you can go for some mix-ups. You can jab to grab. My grab button sucks. Stupid as control. Jab to grab. You can jab to grab. You can jab to this. If you think he's gonna try to grab you or whatever, just do that really quick. Jab cancel. You can jab to down air and kind of reset the pressure, because if he blocks it down air, when you auto cancel it, it's 0 on block, so he can't do anything. He's stuck there again. And at the same time, you're eating his shield, and eventually you'll shield poke him, and you go for like combos or whatever. Shit like that. You got that. So like, when somebody starts to respect you on block, that's when you go for mix-ups. You notice like you're doing this, they're just gonna know that they can't push a button. They stand in the shield, wait for the jab, and then they might try to grab you. That's when you bait stuff. You think a grab is gonna come on, like after the first jab or the second one. You do that, they grab you down there. Do that, you grab them, free down there, and then just go for whatever you want. Go for mix-up, jab to down air, jab to reverse back air, reset that, get another jab. You can do that to that. Jab to down tilt is very situational. You gotta be careful with that because you're open. But you might be able to frame trap somebody if you delay it. If you think they might be pushing buttons, you can do that. It's a good spacing tool. But yeah, you have that. So pretty much in general, just to end this part, when you're in Olimar's face, you auto cancel properly. Just remember, he can't do shit, nothing at all once you're in his face. When you get in his face, it's all about like mixing up your pressure. Do that to that, or that to jab to grab, jab to this, that, jab to that, reset it, jab cancel. Just mix it up. Make it really hard for Olimar to guess when he's able to roll out or when can he like try to counterattack you. Which most likely you pushing forward, he can't counterattack you. The most he's gonna be doing is trying to get away from you. He's gonna evade. All his moves up close is too slow. He can't do shit. So it's just mixing up the pressure, especially when you got him in the corner. His options are very limited. Oh my god, he can't do shit. You pressuring properly. He's stuck. So, and then like approaching Olimar, you if he saw some Pikmin, what you can do, what I like to do is I like to approach slowly the ground field and neuters. Ground field and neuters, do that. What I also do is like I have a turnip in my hand and I glide toss to Olimar like that. But I usually do this with a turnip to get closer. And then when I get at a certain distance and I feel like Olimar's going to pivot grab me, I throw a turnip. So if in the case I get pivot grab, the turnip is going to break it. Or the turnip will hit him before the pivot grab will come out. And with the glide toss he gets hit, I'm inside Olimar. I'm in good range now. Now I can do some pressure mix-ups, you know, go for that to shit like this, that position preset, do that, you know, that. I can tell it's a piece of shit, so, but, yeah, you can do that. That's one way to get it on more. Some creatures, they like to, like, try to back air, like, approaching with back air. I really wouldn't recommend this too much because I don't know, in a way it's good, but at the same time this move does not auto cancel right away. You're still open where your pressure setup is not really that good, so I wouldn't recommend doing this or going in with a back air. Unless you have him cornered and you can hit a back air on his shield, which is actually safer because you neutral his shield. Olimar cannot grab you because he grabs 11 frames, but he can get away from you. You can roll sidestep before your jab comes out. Neutral on shield is not safe. You're open for 7 frames. So your opponent can move 7 frames before you. So neutral air on shield is definitely not something you really want to be doing. That's why if you try to neutral somebody's shield and you get grabbed before your jab comes out, or they can get away from you, that's the reason why. A lot of people don't know that. At the same time, a lot of their opponents don't know that, so they don't really punish it. Well, either way, on block, people get too fidgety and they try to grab way too much. Or mostly rolling sidestep and they don't punish it. So that's something good to know. I mean, I think I said that in the other videos before, but just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I wouldn't really recommend trying to approach with this too much. It's not really, so it's only good for corner purposes. That way you can do that and then reverse jab. But if you're not in the corner and you're like pressing Olimar, this is the best way. You can cover pretty much all of Olimar's options. You can do that and then go in with a glide toss. Going with a glide toss. The glide toss can pretty much snuff out pivot grabs. Or if he's throwing more Pikmin, the turner will block the Pikmin and you can actually probably grab it through that. You can do that, or just go in and start like a jab mix up. Pretty much have that. That's one way to get in. I wouldn't recommend going in like this too much because one, it's really slow. The startup is on frame 11, and you're kind of giving your opponent a chance to get away from you.